Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is about that time. What we really want to see is we want to see this guy come all the way down to here by open. If it happens like that, I'm probably just going to go long, but probably won't happen. That's okay. But I hope you guys are ready to learn today, because I'm about to teach you all the little things you're looking for. The market just keeps resetting up its same patterns, and sometimes one pattern looks like a different pattern, or like the same pattern as another pattern, but as you let it develop, you realize that it's actually a different pattern. And each pattern, from what I can see, always does the same thing. So we're going to identify these patterns. I'm going to let you understand why I think a pattern is a pattern, and then I'm going to bet on it, and we'll see how that goes. But I expect it to go very well. Here we go. Let's go. Can't do much until the market opens. I really don't care about listening to all the FinCast people. I mean, I listen to the FinTwit people or whatever you want to call them, but I mean, they definitely seem like they're all just controlled opposition, and they've been more wrong in the last week than they've ever been about it, like anything stock market related. Every time they say, "Oh, no bad news, it's gonna pamp," it dumps every time. Like it's not been a good week for people calling out on buying stocks and whatnot, and so I don't want to bring them too much into this YouTube channel. But after the market gets started, I'll start going. Like, I don't really care about pre-market too much. There are some patterns that I've seen in pre-market that seem to lead to the same type of opening every time. And so unless I see one of those patterns, I'm not really interested in the pre-market until I better understand it. But yeah, for now, we're just going to be focusing on the open and playing accordingly. But I will teach you how to trade futures. I will teach you how to move the most amount of money, not the most amount of money, but how to make the most amount of money by clicking the least amount of clicks on a computer. And it will be repeatable, and it will be many opportunities throughout the day. And if you catch on to why I say a pattern happens and I bet on it, and you see that it works in my favor, like, if you ever see that exact same pattern again, like, you'll know what to do. You'll already know. So one thing we look at is we look at the option pricing on the SPX, the the 0 day to expire, and we just want to see what the credit is. So basically, if you sell at the bid of call and a sell put at the call, both at the money, you just want to add those together. And so as of right now, it's like $47, which is extremely high. We expect that open for that price to drop a little bit, maybe $35, maybe 40. But that kind of gives us an idea of how much volatility to expect. Like in reality, like if it says $47 at open and we know it's going to zero by the end of the day, we typically expect about a $47 movement up or down from the open price. Sometimes it can be less and sometimes it can be more, but it's usually a good estimation to get you started. Let's go. Let's dump all the way to 51.90. Today's the day. Today's the day where people start to realize what's really going on here. I'm going to teach you about the patterns, how to chart throughout the day. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to make a bloody fortune. I got no Mullen right now just because the only $180 I have is in my futures account. But when I make a fortune, if Mullen hasn't squeezed, I will load up a little bit. See if the world wants to join me into that one more time. I mean, there's no doubt that Mullen's due for a squeeze, but is it now? Is it 3 months from now? Is it a year from now? Like, we got no fucking clue yet. The way this market's gone, like, I don't trust nothing but the futures. So I don't know that I've seen an opening like this. Um, like just from first glance, with all this uptrend for the last 3 hours, it would almost make me think today's gonna be more of a bearish day, but it doesn't have to be that way. So, what you're gonna want to learn is you go to drawings, and the only thing that we use is a horizontal line, keeping it simple. And just wherever the market opens at, wherever this minute bar is when it opens, that's where I want this to be staying at for the rest of the day. So we got one more minute, minute 15 seconds. And then we'll add more horizontal bars after, but not until we see what happens. So it's saying it's gonna go green. Let's see, we got 20 seconds. Alrighty, so we're gonna call the open right here. We're just gonna let it do what it wants to do for now, because I'm not sure. But now we're also gonna get ready to draw more horizontal lines, and I'll explain when and how to do that. So basically we're just looking for it to go down or up and then retrace, and that's where we draw a line either on the downside or the upside, wherever it like went down before the retrace or wherever it went up before the retrace. And we only use the bars that filled. We don't use the extra wick. So if this was to go green here and close green, then this would be our red line. But let's see what happens, because it might just go red here. I mean, that one just basically traded sideways, so I'm not going to count it yet. Let's see what happens here. So we'll make this one, because the bar closed green, we're going to do this right here, and then we're going to color it, because it's on the downside of the open, we're going to color it red. Sky went to here. Restante. And honestly, selling at this red line is not a bad idea. I just need to make sure I get in on a perfect trade, the first one, no matter what. So I'm not 100% sure I'm ready to do that yet. But if it bounces off this red line right here, which it already kind of did, we'll see what happens. So the open was 52.11, and we're down to 52.03, which is about $8, which is not a ton, but also not the smallest amount. Almost to a $10 move. Go ahead and add another one, because we got a green bar right there. Okay. Now if it hits this red line, I'm probably definitely going to short. One contract, I'll price at a maybe a $5 stop loss. So I'm going to short one at 52.07-ish. And the futures ended up opening at what looks like to be $27. So we should be expecting anywhere from a $25 to $35 movement from the open.
Order filled.
Alright, so I got a $5 stop loss. Got in at 52.07. Let's see what happens. That's not good. Come on down. We don't love that it's breaking all the way through. Definitely don't love that. Oof.
Order filled.
Bummer. That was not a good play. No, it definitely gotta wait. Brutal, brutal. Now we got an upside bar. It'll work out, don't you worry, people. Don't you worry. Definitely look like it's going up from here, but we'll see how much. So I'm going to wait for a perfect setup this time. If it would have bounced off this red line right here, it probably would have ran down 35 bucks straight. Would have been the best pattern. I should have set my stop loss closer to up here, knowing that if it broke the trend, then the super downtrend probably wasn't going to be realistic. But basically, you're going to see patterns up or down where it'll come, you'll draw this line, it'll break it, and then it'll come back. And then this line right here, it'll break this line and then come back. And then it just keeps on going down. Or the opposite on the upside. So, I mean, we could draw a line right here, but it's only $1 away from the open. So I just look at this as no different than the open, like just chop at the open. Now you see how it's gone up right here, and now it's starting to chop. If it chops like this for 3, 4, 5 minutes, I'd probably end up betting that it's going to go up. I feel like that's strong enough for me to feel comfortable with. But we'll just let it play out for now. a bit of chop.
Order filled.
Going long here. This red dagger is a little bit more than I wanted to see. I would have liked it to stop around here. But with this chop and the uptrend, usually the chop means it's going to go the same direction. But it could be argued that that red bar is beyond a chop. But we'll see. I don't think so. It's going to be close. Damn. Don't love that. Bounce off of it. Oh, no. Brutal. I don't love it.
Order filled.
Fuck. Just like that. I'm fucked. Yeah, that was not a chop bar. That was a down bar. Damn. $10 up, $10 down. Now it's looking like I want to go back up. I don't want to fuck with it. I don't think I can fuck with it. Fuck. Gots to be more patient. So we're up, we're down. Now we're going straight back up. Or is it a fake? Is the open? It's right there. This is the open, then down, then up, then down, now up. Interesting. So one pattern that we're seeing that I like is that we're going up without like breaking through these resistance over and over again. So every trend just went straight down, straight up, straight down, and so far straight up. Like in order for it not to be what I'm saying, it'd have to go here, then touch this line again, then come back up. But we haven't seen any line touches, which is very aggressive. Saying that when it does pick a direction, it's probably gonna run that direction. Pretty freaking hard. I'm definitely not used to seeing $10, $10, $10. This has got to be the first market day I've seen this in the last 10 days, 11 days I've been trading. This is a little bit wild. It is waiting to pick a direction. Wild, wild, wild. Alright, so what do we got here? Like, you'd think you'd want to short here just because what you've seen, but the problem is one of these times is going to break through one side or the other. So when it's like a super strong bet that I'm feeling, I'm gonna write it in the YouTube chat. But when it's just me trying to play a trend that I'm liking, that I wouldn't necessarily tell someone else to gamble on, like, you just see me trade it. But if I put it in the chat, then I'll explain why, and it'll be, should be a very good time. But I do think I want to go long here. We'll be patient. I just hope I have enough to buy one more contract, because I got 131 it says, which should be enough, but it's going to be real close. I just need to get in one good trade. Long it is.
Order filled.
I'm going long here. Right as it starts to dump down. Let's see what happens. Oof, don't break through that resistance. Definitely don't close it below it. That is not good. price action is definitely making me feel good about my trade. Keeps trying to push down to scare people out. Like, once we get out of this stupid trend, it'll be easier to read the market. But right now, in this little trend, it's pretty difficult. But it does look like it's going up. We shall see. Come on, break the open. a triple bottom here. Let's see if it's gonna break through or not. Brutal.
Order filled.
And I'm done. Fucking suck. What is wrong with me? Of course, today is the one day that trades fucking $10 up and down from the open. No other day has fucking done that in fucking 3 weeks. Three fucking weeks. What a bullshit pattern. Well, this is where you want to go long. Most definitely. Got the bottoms right there, top of here. Hard to believe it can go lower than here. What is that drop? 52.11 to 35? $35 drop? And still dropping? Damn, it might dump out. If it dumps out, damn. I mean, maybe here, but we'll see. Probably just a turnaround. Alright. I need to get my life together. What a terrible day. I keep fucking up the morning so bad, and then the rest of the fucking market gets so easy to read. Just need to quit playing the fucking mornings if I don't see a pattern. Fuck. What a dump. come back. The drawing here. $5 barcode is not a barcode. Man, what was I looking at? Like, we come up to here, then we come up to here, then we come up to here, then we come up to here, and every time it was lower. Why was I long? That's a good question. Why was I long? What was I seeing? There's no coming back from it either. Looks like it's just all the way back up. Probably to at least 5206. Because there's no resistance on the way down, you should expect little to no resistance on the way up. It's just how it likes to work. Fuck. Can't believe I fucked today up. I was not allowed to fuck today up. But I did it anyways. I don't know what to do. I can't trade for another week. Fuck me, man. I could sit here and tell you guys all about what's gonna happen, but no, I'm just so fucking demotivated. Just wanna fucking die. going up. This doesn't do good for my credibility. Need to fucking stay away from the first hour of market, but who cares now? Don't even fucking matter now. Alright, well, I gotta go find $100. I don't know if I'm gonna, but I can't come back until probably next week if I don't find it. Good luck, guys.